today is officially 21 weeks out for my competition, and I have been in prep for about like 4 weeks, like tentatively. I've been working for many more, and I guess the last 2 weeks I haven't really hit my macros very well. Last night I gave myself a refeed on accident. I made shrimp fried rice for my family and I ate it, and I know that it was way too much. It did not fit into my numbers. So I had a come to Jesus meeting with my coach, and she said officially, like, no more eating off plan. She made me a plan for a reason. Even if it fits my macros, it doesn't need to be eaten necessarily. So at this point, we are just gonna really dial in consistency on foods. So like no protein bars, or it's just so hard, like as a mom who is very busy, like just fitting food in. If I'm not like totally prepped for the whole day, it's very difficult to stay on top of things. So I'm just gonna have to get on it and just prepare. I'm just gonna have to get prepared. And so tomorrow is Easter, and we're gonna be having Easter at my mother-in-law's, and there's gonna be the whole family there, and it's gonna be a lot of yummy food there. And so I've got to go into today knowing that I am prepping for this weekend. I just finished my 8-minute HIIT workout, my core workout, and then 40 minutes of cardio, and it is now 6:52. It stormed last night, and so all the kids ended up in our bed by 4:30, and so I've been up since then. Hopefully they're still asleep. So it's just me and Rolo and Malcolm down here right now. The cardio I do at my house is just my janky elliptical with my husband's weighted vest. If there's anything worse than like your sweat on you cold after you have like cooled down and you're just like covered in like cold sweat. It's overstimulating. So I was planning on doing some posing, but with it being 7 o'clock and it just thundered like really loud, I'm thinking that maybe the kids are gonna be awake. So I'm gonna go upstairs and then get coffee going and start breakfast, just so I'm not behind. I will check back in later this week. Happy Thursday. Probably don't even care that it's Thursday. It's definitely not Thursday when I post this. It is just about 7 o'clock. Just finished my fasted cardio this morning. As you can see, I'm almost ready. My son woke up at the clickety crack of dawn whenever I was starting my cardio. And so it was a little bit harder today because I had to like continue to talk to him throughout the cardio instead of just like zoning in and getting it done. So that makes it feel a little bit harder. I don't know if my heart rate was any higher. Sitting on my weighted vest. But yeah, he likes to talk, and so he talks to me the whole time, which was sweet. It was sweet moments this morning. If you don't have one of these little like sweat or sauna jackets, you're missing out because you sweat in it. Literally dripping. This is always like the not worst part. It's very satisfying. My son is shouting at me that I've got to go wipe his poopy butt. Okay, mom life. Okay, son's butt is wiped. Mom life. And now I think my daughter is up. But I just wanted to do a quick little check-in. Today is Thursday. On my 20th, I think I'll be 20 weeks out on Saturday. So I'll be 20 weeks out on Saturday. And things are going good this week. Last week was Easter and we had family get-togethers, and I had a little bit of a binging moment the night before Easter. It wasn't like a ton of food, but it was enough to make me feel really, really off. And this far out, I had been like locked in really pretty well. And then I had a conversation with my coach about locking in even further, and I feel like that like fricked me up mentally. And then on Easter, I chose to eat a meal with like the family at the Easter get together. And so I was feeling really gross going into check-ins on Monday, but I dropped weight and I dropped body fat. My digestion has been really slow. And so like it's kind of starting to line itself back out. It's been going on for like 3 weeks now. 2 weeks ago, I didn't poop for like a whole week. But it's lining out now. I'm on some new supplements. I could probably put them here if I am not feeling lazy whenever I'm editing this. But so that's getting lined out, and I am around 137.8, I think, or 138, somewhere around there, maybe 136. I don't know. I'll check and then I'll put it right here too if I'm not feeling lazy. So check-ins are Monday. I am getting a new tattoo, my arm. I don't know how big it's gonna end up being. I kind of want the full sleeve, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hack a whole day. But on Saturday, so Thursday, 2 days from now, I'm gonna have not a naked arm anymore. And so I'm getting all of the training in I can do before then, because tomorrow we have to go to Little Rock. My daughter has a neurology appointment and an EEG. We have dealt with epilepsy since she was like 3. And so we're going to get that done. And so that's like a whole day ordeal because it's like 4-ish hours there, like 3-hour appointments at least, and then 4-ish hours back. So it's going to be a day. So I'm going to try and get all of my training and stuff crammed in, all my extra cardio. And then we'll have that tomorrow. And then I'll do cardio first thing in the morning before we leave for my tattoo. We do have to get childcare. I say get childcare. My kids are going to my sister's for the day on Saturday, and then my other kids are going to my mother-in-law, my in-laws' house on tomorrow while we're at the doctor's appointment. Literally just rambling. Sorry. I'm gonna hit legs today. I may film it. I may not, just depending on how my kids are handling the leg day, because it's usually an ordeal. I lift with all 4 of my kids. I lift with all 4 of my kids with me. So leg day is a little bit more intensive and I need a little bit more, I need to be a little bit more efficient with my time. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to film it, but I'll try. Also, I am in my luteal phase right now. Yay me. Like literally probably hours away from starting my period. And so I'm starting to feel that fatigue like locking in already. So I'm gonna be dealing with that probably through the next week, and I just need to like mentally prepare for like my body to feel like that this coming week. And we haven't upped cardio or dropped food any for at least 2 weeks now because my digestion has been weird. So my coach wanted to like let it sort itself out before we mess it up anymore. And with me being 20 weeks out still, there wasn't really any rush. So yeah, next week I'll probably be on my period, and I'm not sure how strong I will be today during legs, but we'll cross that bridge whenever I get there. Okay, now to switch gears, we're gonna go do mom stuff. Gotta go make breakfast and all of the things. First thing in the morning, well actually first after my cardio, it's kind of like my first meal. It's my, it is my first form collagen. It's salted caramel, and I just mix it with like 120 mils of this Fairlife milk. It's non-fat, and then I froth that up, and then I mix it with my coffee, and so it's like a salted caramel latte. Soka, this is literally like one of my favorite parts of the day. That was literally brutal, but I did it. And I almost talked myself out of doing Legos, obviously. I almost talked myself out of doing the workout. Like I kept wanting to like jip myself on reps or on sets. Like I'll just do three sets of this. but I didn't. I finished it all. Sorry, I'm packing up all of our stuff. I did it. Leg day. Mere hours before I start my period. I did it. Okay, and now we are headed home to prepare for the rest of the day. She's got her first softball practice tonight, and then we've got little brother's t-ball at 5, and then her softball practice at 6:30, and we have a trip to Children's Hospital tomorrow, which is going to be a long day's drive
For me.
for you, and then so I've got to pack stuff for the littles while we're gone all day long.
Yeah.
And then, so I've got to get all my meals prepped and everything for all of tomorrow. And then the next day, I'm going to get a tattoo. And so I'm going to be gone all day. So I've got to prep meals for that and for all of the kids as well. So we've got a lot of preparing to do the rest of the evening. We're going to Aunt Carly's house. Welcome to my, I'm officially 19 weeks out. I'm starting to panic vlog. 19 weeks out. Just did my check-in a day late because just life. And I have not lost any weight for 2 weeks, which is concerning for me a little bit. I don't know. Concerning. I've had a weird 2 weeks because it's on my period. Still am. And then the week before I was going into my period, and so mentally I've just been like low. Just low. So I'm kinda hoping that today's better. Today's legs, a day late, but I'm doing legs, we're back in the gym. So it is what it is. I did my check-in and I had 3 days off in a row. So I think mentally that really messed with me because I had like zero pump of any kind. My scale was dead. My scale was dead, and so I had to charge it, and it's not showing the right body fat percentage. It says I'm at like 9 body fat, and I know that that's not right because I was at like 15, 16 last week. So I don't know. It felt weird. I think I just need to kick my butt and maybe it'll be better. Alarm only made it through 1 full set, and I've already broken up about 12 times. We're gonna get there though. We're gonna get there. Hopefully. Also, I did it at night. Hopefully it is working. Hopefully you can't hear the kids fighting. I got a new tattoo. Okay. And I bought yoga blocks specifically for this exercise. And I have successfully left them at home 2 times in a row. 2 leg days in a row, I have missed the opportunity to use them. So I'm borrowing somebody's knee wraps to just put on the outside of my legs to make sure like I'm getting the full range of motion here. And also, yes, the belly is here right now because I'm on my period and I really just don't care. Sometime soon, I will get stronger with all of these, but today is just not that day. And I'm okay with it. Not really. I will get like okay with it, I guess. Where'd you find that? Please, Joanne. Who did this? Sissy. Fantastic. Whew. Okay, just finished some cardio. It is Friday, and I just did my 40 minutes of cardio, and I pushed a little hard at the end. I don't know, I was just feeling it. So I ran for like the last 3 or 4 minutes, and so my heart rate is higher, which is good. My heart rate is naturally like really low, like 50, 49, 50. And so to get it up into the 120, 130 range is like just pushing it. But yeah, anyway, I did my cardio, and we have a birthday party an hour and a half away. So we're gonna go to that for 2 hours, come back, and then hit legs. And so I think while we're gone, I have a refeed meal this week that I haven't used. So I'm gonna probably use my refeed while we're at the birthday party. Or while we're out of town, and so then I can get some good, like a good pump for my legs, because I just did cardio before legs. I was gonna do legs, but the way our time worked out, I only had about an hour block. We left my house, and so we only had about an hour before we had to leave for the birthday party, and so I just knew I could crank out my 40 minutes of cardio, and then after the party I would just do legs. So we're gonna pack everything up. I'm gonna change clothes, get out of these. Yes, I am wearing pants, but get out of these. They've just been crazying everywhere. I'm actually pretty pumped about this check-in. Coming off of my period last week. Check-in was not good. Also, yeah, I got a new tat. It's not done at all, but we started it. So coming off of my period, I was like really not in a good space. But now that I'm done and I've stuck to my diet this week amidst the period, I'm pretty pumped. I'm ready for check-ins, and having workouts land like right before check-ins, I think is gonna make it way better instead of having 3 consecutive days off and then going into check-in with like 0 pump and just not feeling good. So I'm excited for check-ins. I really wanna push it really hard the next few days because I will be going into my 18 or 19 weeks out, which is insane to me. So I'll check back in later for my leg workout. So you know how whenever you put together an outfit in your head and you don't try it on first, and then you regret it whenever you have to put it on? Here's the look. Okay. Super cute little bodysuit, but like my pants are just, they're too big already. I just don't, it's not, it's just not fitting how I wanted it to fit. I don't know what to do. This is all I have, so this is just what I'm gonna do. Hi, are you sleeping?